Hey YouTube, how you doing? You have just arrived as above, tulips below. I am the observer, Miss V, and thank you for landing on my channel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay? Divine as you are, please make sure that you are doing your breathing exercises, making sure that you are staying in the flow of the no. Okay? Breathing God in and out now is so important now that, we are complying with things that we know is not right, okay? But it is just the simple fact of just being aware can defeat some of everything. You get what I'm saying? Okay, so I thank you again for coming, all right? Now, the video today that I want to talk about, I had a little conversation with my higher self, and they were like, they want me to be more of myself instead of reading things. Now, don't get me wrong. I love to reference and to read things black and white because it brings more, more professional type of information that you can't argue with. Okay, now speaking from myself brings out all of the knowledge that I have gained, and also the wisdom and the intuition that I pick up from spirit. Right, those things can be argued with. All right, but as time go along, less scripted things will occur. Okay, more of people flowing from their spirit, flowing from their intuition, and saying what spirit wants us to know. Why is this? It's because as you witness and understand how the mind flows, if you close your eyes and even meditate, everything is like scenes from a non put together movie or sitcom. You get what I'm saying? So it's kind of like everything is scattered. You can think about 5 different things in a minute. You get what I'm saying? So when people come to you with information, it's not always going to be something that's written down, something that you can go back and reference. You're going to have to pick up on your own intuition if this person was in alignment with God, if the message was in alignment with God, okay? Now you got to understand, thousands of people watch one video. So that means that, wherever someone is at that time in their life, will be how they align with the message or not. Okay, so my message today is be in it but not of it. Okay, and the reason why I wanted to come with this is because I find a lot of people to just spare themselves from going through any kind of confusion, dismay, or anything that's not flowing. People will comply. Okay, now don't get me wrong, there's things that you should comply with and things that you shouldn't comply with. One of the things you shouldn't comply with is you and who you are and what you came here to do. Okay, so you got to remember, okay, if you don't know, you do now, because I'm telling you, you came here, like on my other videos, you're not from here. So therefore, when it goes to complying with everything on earth, only things or people or things that are in alignment with the earth should go along with the earth, right? And since you came here, how could that be? How can you go along with something that is brung to you, not from you? Okay? And being that you are not from here, you came here, meaning in that you are supposed to, as the observer, look at things as I add to it, not in it. Okay? Now, that is the perfect example of who you are. Someone who came, or some being that came to give and not receive. Okay, now when you just live a life of receiving, you just want life to happen for you, you just want to be easy, you just want to just be a compliant person, then therefore whatever you came with will stay dormant, probably until another lifetime. But the simple fact that if you at this time of life where you're waking up, you're starting to learn that we ain't all humans, then you understand that there is a compelling energy in you that's being orchestrated out of you You know what I'm saying? It's your time. Whenever that happens, where you understand and realize that you're not just human, that it's so many multi-facets of who you are. Okay? So, it's important for us as we go through our ascension, as we go through our journey, that we find that energy signature that we came here with. More likely, when you find that energy signature, it's all in alignment with God. It's all in alignment with your purpose. It's all in alignment with who you are. Okay? And the reason why you need to find this signature is because if you don't find this signature energy, that whoever you are, male or female, you came here with, you become complacent, or you become a robot, or you become something that's has no inners. You get what I'm saying? Because in order to understand these inners, you have to activate these inners. You get what I'm saying? Okay, so once you understand and learn that you have to find your energy signature, and once you do find your energy signature, it becomes something that is not routine. It's not something everybody is doing. It's not, it doesn't make sense, even to you. Okay? So that's how you know you are in alignment. Because of the world that you live in is so orchestrated. It's like this go here, these people go here, this person be here. It's just so everything is in boxes. You get what I'm saying? Has their own characteristics or have their own, I don't know how you want to say it, but that's not in alignment flow who the hell you are. You are a multidimensional being. And being a multidimensional being, nothing makes sense. Where you come from to here makes no sense to this 3D world. So when it comes to understanding who you are, it's not going to come in a one size fit all. It's going to be in a only this fits for me. That might not fit for you, but this fits for me. You get what I'm saying? So when you find yourself, once you find that flow or what you came here with, okay, your inner knowing guidance is like, yes, she own it now. He own it now. Okay. Now I can give more energy to them. Now I can open up their mind a little more to what it is that they're supposed to be doing. Okay. But it's a lot of distractions in this world, ain't it? It's a lot of from TV, from when you go outside the grocery stores. When it comes to the collective or dealing with people, you can get lost in that. Okay, but you need to remember you came here. Okay, you are not from here. Okay, you're in it, but you're not of it. So you gotta pull back. Remember, I talked about in my other videos how you have to pull back your energy. Okay, and become one. The law of one. You have to become one sovereign, God sovereign being. You can't be thinking that you're going to get your answers or who you are, okay, and what you're supposed to be doing in a collective. You're going to have to draw back your energy and become one with yourself, okay? Now, this inner guidance and this inner knowing knows exactly where it wants you to be, knows exactly where you sign up to be, all right? So, a lot of times that you find people who don't really know who they're supposed to be. So they, just like me, travel through a lot of different facets of desires and, you know, things that they're curious about until they find out who they are. And ain't nothing wrong with that. But even in the pursuit of finding that, you have to click on. See, our age of people is having problems and struggling with the authenticity of ourselves because of where we come from. Our children, like say for instance, they came up born out of the 2000s. They don't care nothing about what the hell you went through. They don't care nothing about that complacent stuff. They came here to change the world. So the era that we're in right now is pretty much, we are the bridge from the old tradition Spirit is twining in our lives, so that we have children or raise children or open the awareness and plant the seed in the child that's coming after us. You see what I'm saying? So you got a lot of people my age. I'm in my 30s. You got, let me stop lying, I'm in my 40s. And you got a lot of people that's my age that either they're caught in their ways, either they're deciding not to move forward because of the uncomfortability. And then you got a lot of people like myself who can't do anything but find my way. I don't know nothing else. Okay? So the reason why I brought all that up is because in your pursuit of finding who you are, you're going to run into these people. Okay? Now, being in this world but not of it, it comes to a certain numbness. Once you've been around the barn so many times in one situation, your awareness should come on that this is not working for me. One, something must change. Two, and three, the awareness of it or the tools it takes to accomplish it or to change this situation starts to come online. Okay? Now, this is not material, this is not physical, this is spiritually, because everything is spiritual before it becomes physical. So you being from this world, you're not going to pick up on that. Everything that you do going to consist of you physically doing something or trying to change something in the physical with your outer body. But going within, knowing who you are, knowing that you came here, knowing that all you have to do is take the awareness that you have, bring it back in you, let you and your spirit, your physical and your your physical and your spiritual, which is your masculine and your feminine, work it together, and you come out with a whole different solution. Not a solution that you have to backtrack or even wonder about. This solution would be 100% the all be all. Okay? Now, it's easy for me because I picked up online who I was at a young age, even in my single digits. But I do deal with people who are not there yet. But that doesn't make me feel any type of way. It used to, because I didn't fully understand who I was. But now that I know the separation, now that I know, you know what I'm saying, there is a divide. And the divide is right knowledge. The divide is learning to follow your eye instead of everyone else's eye. Okay? Now, there are, excuse me, y'all hitting the camera. There is going to be a catastrophe that some people going to think it is, or it's going to be something that the world is going to orchestrate that's going to make you even come more up out of yourself. You get what I'm saying? So if you thought what we was going through in the last year was something, now what's being orchestrated for you now is to, okay, so you got people like me, you got people all over that's trying to bring you back from what just happened. You know what I'm saying? With this, you know, I ain't trying to say what it is or whatever it may be, but it's definitely had a lot to do with the crown chakra, okay? Now, you have a lot of people out here with information trying to bring you back from that, okay? Now, they're orchestrating, they are orchestrating something else now that's much bigger than that has something to do with the world that's going to distract you even more. So it's your best bet to learn how to go within and be seated. You get what I'm saying? Grounded. Because as you didn't come from here, you are here, but you didn't come from here. Anything that has anything to do with this world should come back to you as distraction. I don't care what it is. It's a distraction. Okay? Now, being the observer as I am, it is easy for me, like I said, to know and see the separation. But as an observer, I know that being here, I have to comply with some things in order to get what I want from this 3D world. So I'm always 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Okay? Now, the things that are going to take place in the near future, okay? Since I am seated, I'm grounded in my third eye, I see it as a way to utilize the divide, utilize the separation. These folks are going to be going haywires, but these folks over here are going to be grounded. Okay? So what I would do is use the opportunity to see more of myself. Why? Okay, as above, so below. I don't know if they told you this, but if I'm the first one, I'm telling you. Everything that happens out there happens in here. So my thing was, anything that happens in the world, I always check with me to see what it is Spirit trying to show me. Because even though it's happening to a collective, it's still me. Because out of the collective, I have to make a choice to go forward. Just like the next person in the collective. Okay? All still individual, all still one, the law of one. Okay? What else can I discuss? Now, me being me as an observer, I do understand people think too much. Okay? Then what ifs or how can I or things that take you out of your alignment with you just knowing. Okay? So, when it comes to things like that, what my spirit tells me is that I'm thinking too much. Okay? God is like, okay, it's things that you're supposed to do, V, and then there's things that I'm supposed to do. Okay? We're up here as a collective, as beings that are assisting you as you project down here to 3D Earth. We are assisting you anything that you need. But if you don't come to us to ask us, to open up to ask us, to let us in, we cannot do anything about your 3D. Right? So as I sit and I overthink about stuff, it does me no good. I keep coming back to the same solutions. Nothing. So once I anchor myself, okay, that knowing that this is not the first day of my life. This is the first day of the rest of my life. And it makes me also go back to the fact that everything that happened in my past, whether it be car accidents, whether it be other tragic situations, whether it be food issues, whether it be clothing, whether it be housing, anything got anything to do with my stability. Even when it comes to my friends and my playtime in life. Spirit, my higher self, God, my guardians, my whatever you want to call them, has always been there. And furthermore, as the observer, since I observe all of that, then I know that moving forward, they definitely going to be there. Why? It's because in the 90s, the early 2000s, things seemed a little bit easy compared to what happened as soon as 2020 came upon. Makes a whole bunch of sense for them to be there with me even more now. But my relationship with them was weaker then than it is now. Now it's like we together. Spirit, you ain't going nowhere. We married. Okay? So it's like when I think too much, I have the mindset to just chill and let it come to me. Okay? And that is a lot better than how I used to be. Because me thinking so much led me also to asking people questions and different things like that, searching for information that made my situation even more confusing than it was if I just dropped it. Okay? Now, time is illusion. I know this is going all over the place, but like I told you, I am not scripted. Only time I'm scripted is when I'm reading something. I gotta let spirit flow. Time is an illusion. So if you think that you're running out of time, you believe that you must come up with this answer or whatever it may be, that's not always what it is. Okay? Because if you notice, even times that you rush, even times that you did not sit and meditate, even times when you went out and made the choice, that person that you was dealing with did something or returned the energy in a way that you thought to yourself, like, I gotta rush to get this, when it turns out this person was not in a rush or in some kind of emergency as you were. So as the observer, since you since you came here instead of from here, then one thing you got to remember when dealing with all of your dealings, time is going to wait on you till you make the choice that you want to make. Okay? Now, how this can happen is that you have to be in alignment with yourself. People who are not in alignment chase the clock. They chase time because they have nothing else to go on. But since you are a spiritual being, time doesn't matter to you. So always take the time to dwell with your spirit, because you will take care of the spiritual, which will automatically take care of the physical. Okay? As far as us thinking a lot, you do understand that thoughts become things. Okay? Now, if you cut off the thought process, the thinking, the physical thing, what will start to emerge more is the spirit. Okay? Now, what you're going to find as we go off into the future is that nothing matters on the outside of you. Everything matters on the inside. And you know, matter is pretty much something that it complies and makes up a solid form. That doesn't matter. This matters because everything that's here is inside of you. It just flipped out, turned inside out. That's it. Okay? So as you learn in the future, your children probably be the ones who teach you, or be the teachers of that fact, or a lot of spiritual things that we couldn't pick up on because we were in the middle. We were in the middle of the old and in the middle of the new. We're right here. Okay? So there will be a lot of that your kids would teach us that I done forgot my thought because I'm just thinking, y'all. That's another thing too. When you're in the spirit, your mind go everywhere. Okay? But I do want y'all to understand that this is the masculine and this is the feminine, which is your intuition, your feelings, or your emotions. That's the spiritual, what you must entwine with before you deal with anything physical, anything masculine. Okay? Now, since my thought got all off a process or whatever, as an observer, being here and not from here is a big thing that I'm trying to get people to wake up, because I don't like people coming to me complaining about what's going on with them in this world. It's irritating to me. Not that I don't know where they're coming from, so I do take the time to help them, to bring them up in higher vibration to where I am. But it still irritates me. Okay? Now, when you in the world, nothing irritates you. It doesn't irritate you because you're doing everything that everybody else is doing. But once you come out of the world, you see the inconsistencies. You see the BS that's going on with people, even immediate people in your family. Okay? You become the observer, then all of a sudden you become your own projector, and then you're looking out at the world like this, seeing everything and seeing everyone, putting things together and trying to figure out how these people could come out of this, or how these people got into this, or what is the problem. Okay? So once you know that you're in this world and not of it, you must continuously to high vibrate. All of the long prolonged thoughts that you used to have about things should not be there anymore. It should be short residuants of thoughts. You get what I'm saying? Because you've been there before. Learn how to shorten your thoughts. Okay? And once you do that and learn how to vibrate in every situation, your life becomes lighter, better. Okay, you become one with God the way God wants you to be. God don't want you to soar through this world, bringing everything that you pick up from the material world to it. It wants you to understand that you are heirs with God, and therefore, as an observer, look down at everything and orchestrate it from high. You're not from here, you came here. So act like it. Okay? So I'm going to stop my video there. I don't know if this made sense to anybody, but I had to say it. You're not from here, sis, bro. You're not from here. So stop acting like it. And stop dragging people down to this earth, to this ground. If you don't know what to do about your own life, then get single. Get separate. Go within. And that encourages the next person to do the same. Whole life transformation from the inside out. Take the time and find what's inside. It will make a world of a difference. So until next time, I thank you guys for coming to my video. And remember to always take time to breathe God in and breathe God out. Okay? Now I know you're saying, girl, we doing that anyway. Not the way that you should, because of you never know what lies in the future. I don't know if we didn't stop wearing these ninja faces. I don't know. But I do know that this not it. You get what I'm saying? It's not it. Especially if you stay in a colder region. It's not it. So make sure that you are consulting with your spirit and less of the physical world, and you should be okay. Until next time, you guys, thank you for stopping in my channel. I am Ms. V, the Observer. And till next time, Ashe.